Hello and welcome to Urza's AI versus Real Magic. Today we are going to be playing some newly forged cards in the limited format that I've been trying to push with this tool versus an actual sealed pool of Throne of Eldraine. I am going to be forging cards live here for you all to watch. I don't know how much my commentary is going to be up because I'm going to be trying to go pretty quickly, not dawdle too much, but here are the rules. Because I'm squaring off against a sealed pool of 90 cards, I'm allowed to roll 90 times total. I can forge 90 cards. I don't think I'm going to need all 90 because I'm going to be able to have a better concentration of color than my partner will, but that is the hard limit to what I'm allowed to make. If a card has broken formatting or is otherwise contains like some kind of illegal or clearly broken text, that is a free reroll that does not count against my 90. If a card is just bad, it does count against my 90. That, you know. So, my rules are pretty clear in my brain, even though I'm not sure if I could codify them, what they exactly mean. At the end of this, when I build a deck out of the cards I have made, there's a very good chance I'm going to veto cards that are just too powerful, because that happens with AI sometimes. And being a really powerful card is not enough to veto a card. Being a card that is unfun, has no counterplay, or something like that, that is a card that is not gonna get played. Because I'm here to, have a good time, play a good game with my partner. So that's how we're gonna do it. Now, I have a window open here, a browser window. This is Urza's.ai. And I am going to be forging in 3 different tabs at the same time. I'm going to input a name, I'm going to go to the next tab. I'm going to input a name, I'm going to put to the next tab. I'm going to input a name, I'm going to go to the next tab. And I'm going to keep doing that so that there's always something loading, so to minimize downtime. If I like a card, I'm going to save the card. If I don't like the card, I might not bother because it might be a waste of time to save the card. Now, if I get into the high numbers of how many cards I have forged, that might change. I might have to start saving cards I don't want to. If I'm allowed to forge cards that have the same name as each other, but if I do, I can only run one of them because they're going to be different cards, right? This is not like when the unsets had cards with the same name but different text. We're not doing that. So I think that's basically all of the rules out of the way of what I'm going to be doing. I am going to try and keep track of how many cards I have forged. Hopefully I'll be able to do that in a way that is reasonable. You can see there's a number above my head. That's what we're going to go for. With that, let's get started. Hello and welcome back to Urza's AI, Eldraine versus Urza's AI. B has completed making a deck from a normal, 6 draft packs type of sealed pool. Is that right?
Yep.
And I have forged an equivalent number of cards and built my deck from what I made in that sitting. Just to reiterate, the whole point of this is to create a sort of sealed experience as opposed to giving myself the option of every AI-generated card ever made, because that is an infinite number of cards that could possibly exist. We want this nice, condensed environment, and it was tough. I was not super happy with what I made, but I think I'm going to still be able to do okay. I just was hoping for better, because I've seen such busted cards in the past, but I do want the sealed experience, and I think this is it. So, we've already done our rolls. I believe I won, and we're both keeping our hands?
I'm mulligan to 6, but yeah.
You mulligan to 6? Okay, beautiful. Well, let us jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it. I'm going first. I have... let me just double check one thing before I start. I'm so unprofessional. B, can you say something?
Hello.
Great. I just wanted to make sure your voice is coming through because I had a stream recently where all the computer audio was lost, and I was very sad about it. So... I'm going to start with, let's see, what is the best thing for me to start with right now? I think I'm going to start with a really good card, the Submerged Mountain Arena. I'm sure you know the Submerged Mountain Arena, B. It is a land that says Submerged Mountain Arena enters the battlefield tapped, so I'll do that. And I can either tap it to add colorless or tap it to add blue and red.
Wow.
So anyway, that's my first turn. I have no other plays. Pass.
Holy moly, you sure? You sound pretty down, but yeah, I'll draw.
I'm going to say, there are a few very good cards, but the deck as a whole does not feel very consistently good. Does that make sense?
This is fair.
All right, I'm going to untap and draw. Okay, interesting. What do I want to do with this? I think that my best play... Do I want to go straight to this?
I wonder if the Submerged Mountain Arena, if it was one of those lands that like you have to pay mana when it comes to the play, in addition to being tapped.
Yeah, maybe. I just disconnected from... Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We just had some technical difficulties. Tabletop Sim crashed, but it was only the second turn of the game, so no big loss. We didn't lose our decks, so that's good. And we're going to jump right back into it. So far, what's happened is I have played a busted land, the Submerged Mountain Arena, and then I passed the turn to B. I don't know whether or not B is technically drawn or not. She had already played her first turn when the game crashed, but when we loaded the autosave, it's entirely possible that she hasn't even drawn yet. I'm not entirely... We moved to my second turn. I have already untapped my Submerged Mountain Arena, and I'm going to draw for turn. You did draw again, right? You have the right number of cards. You have 7 cards in hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, beautiful. I will play a Mountainous Hell Peak, another non-basic land. It also enters tapped, but I can tap this for 2, a blue and a red. And I will do so, and I'm going to play... you know, it's funny. You're probably going to see some of my most broken cards, which is, you know, after all my complaining, I drew very well. I'm going to play the Heartstabber Flame Warrior, a 1-mana 1/1 Goblin Shaman that says whenever you cast a Goblin spell, you may put a Goblin card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Oh boy. So
that's me. I do have 1 floating mana, and I will choose to let it dissipate, or whatever the proper term is, and I will pass.
No mana burn now, but yeah.
Yeah, no mana burn.
Yeah, okay. I will play a green forest.
Okay.
Tap to play Crashing Drawbridge. Let's see if I can do something good. At least I have a defender.
I do love Crashing Drawbridge. What a busted card. Crashing Drawbridge is a 2-mana 0/4 artifact creature wall with defender. And you can tap it to have creatures you control gain haste. Ah! So good. Such an amazing card. Love that card, especially since it is common and you can play it in Pauper.
Yeah.
Great. Pass the turn?
Yeah.
I will untap and draw. Now the question is, do I have any goblins? That's the real question. I will... Let's see. What's this do? Okay. That's 2, 3. I can have 4 mana if I play a basic land. I don't know if I care about that right now. Actually, Drawbridge is a 4. Toughness creature. Yeah, I'm going to play Submerged Mountain Arena. I happen to draw all of my non-basics somehow. And it enters the battlefield tapped. It adds red or green.
I tap dual land.
And let's see. I will tap this for blue and red, and then I'll tap this for red. I didn't actually read this card. I'm sorry. Mountainous Hell Peak comes into the battlefield tapped. You can tap it for red, or you can spend 3 and tap it to have it deal 1 damage to any target. It's not really a great other ability, but, you know, whatever. It wasn't a huge downside of having it come into play tapped anyway. I'm going to play... You're going to get to hear my really bad, like, extra names where I just am desperately trying to make something cool. Dragon Breath Goblin Monstrosity. which is a 3-mana 1/1 with flying. But I can spend red to have it deal 1 damage to any target.
Wow.
So that's, if I have enough red, I can just kill you.
And do you have another goblin to go with that?
I don't. So yes, the triggered ability of whenever you cast a goblin spell, you may put a goblin card from your hand on the battlefield. Whiffs. I do not have any other goblins. I will choose not to attack you, and I'll pass.
That's still pretty powerful. That's like, yeah.
I mean, this card, if you have enough mana, this card just can kill anything, right? Like, it's I can just spend 20, do 20 damage, right? I could kill you right now.
Oh yeah.
Because I can just do it as many times as I want. It doesn't tap.
Yeah.
So that's one of the few broken cards I have. This is the other few, but honestly, I don't think I have enough good goblins for this thing to really matter, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Please.
Alright, I'll tap, and I'll draw. Okay, that's a cool card in my hand for later. I'll play a mountain.
Mountains are a pretty cool card. I'm running mountains.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. I don't have any mountains yet. They're all non-basic.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3. Play a Raging Redcap.
Ooh, Raging Redcap. You know, I keep forgetting that you're playing real cards, and I'm like, what's that do? I don't actually know what it does, but still, I'm always like, oh, right, yeah, that's just an actual card. Raging Redcap is a 3-mana 1/2 Goblin Knight. Ooh, it's a knight. And has double strike. That's pretty good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I'm going to tap my drawbridge and attack with it.
You wouldn't dare give it haste. Yeah, I guess I'll take 2.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Okay, you'll probably just like kill it. I think if that's your turn, I'm okay with it.
2?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
I super don't know. My turn?
Your turn, yeah.
I will untap and I will draw. Let's see what I get. I get a basic mountain. Very cool. And let's see. I could snipe it down for 2. That's a thing I could do if I wanted to. How much mana would that leave me with? It would leave me with 3 mana left to do other stuff. I think I'm going to just go all out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I will tap all of these. I am, of course, tapping my Submerged Mountain Arena for blue and red. I'm tapping my Submerged Mountain... What? Do I have 2 of these? This is a Submerged... I shouldn't have run both of these. I told myself I wasn't going to run both of these cards because that was a typo, and I wanted to see what a real Submerged Mountain Arena did. And then I forgot. So I have a Submerged Mountain Arena and a Submerged Mountain Arena.
It's legal in my book, but yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it on purpose, I guess, is the thing, because it's a little bit silly.
Are you actually free color?
Oh, no, I just wanted the extra mana.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am going to play the Hellbore Custodian, which is, of course, a dragon. It's a 5-mana 4/4 with flying, and I can spend 3 to give it protection from red. Very convenient of you to run red. I super didn't know that. I just thought it was a 5-mana 4/4 with flying, and I'll take that in limited. Great. I could attack you because you have your guard down. So yeah, sure. Why not? I'll attack you for 2.
Okay, cool. I'll take 2, I guess.
Great.
How am I gonna go about this?
How are you? I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll untap. I'll draw. I think I'm actually going to use an adventure.
Oh. Fancy.
I'm going to tap 1, play this card.
This card is the
Haggle.
Merchant of the Veil. You're casting Haggle, an instant adventure for 1 mana. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. It's cool that you can just say, I'm going to spend 1 red mana and put this in exile if you wanted to for some reason. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to discard this forest and draw a card.
Okay.
Do I get anything better? Yeah, okay. You have a blocker up.
I do have a blocker up, and it has flying, if that matters to you.
Yeah, I'm going to play forest.
Good card.
Yeah, I think, like... that's the thing. I really don't want to, like... I need to remove your Goblin Monstrosity, which I don't know if I put in the deck, sadly. No, I did, but it's just like it's rare.
Like, what do you mean? Removal?
I didn't put my... I didn't put much removal.
Oh, yeah. See, I tried to get a lot of removal and was disappointed with how much I got. But probably for a sealed environment, I still got a decent amount. So I'm probably fine.
Yeah, I'm actually, played this version of Veil.
Cost 3. It's a human peasant for 3, and discarding a card, you can draw a card. It has the same ability as the thing. Cool. It's a haggler who haggles. It's otherwise a 2/3. Cool.
Yeah.
Any other declarations?
No, I'm not going to attack because it'll just die. That's my turn.
All right, you pass the turn. I will untap and draw. What do I get? Whew, I am only drawing fancy lands. I'm going to play Island Magma Swamp.
Ooh. Wow.
I'll put it over here. Island Magma Swamp is an island... no, it's not. It's Island Magma Swamp enters the battlefield tapped. If you tap it, I can make blue or red. So if I had blue cards in this deck, pretty good.
Pretty sweet.
But I do not have blue cards in this deck. I will otherwise, I think, just start shooting you in the face. Let's see. I don't like your double striker, so I think I will tap. Let's see. I guess a submerged mountain arena and a mountain to ping it twice. So that technically goes on the stack twice. If you had any responses, I'm targeting your raging red cap with my Dragon Breath Goblin Monstrosity. I should be clear about what I'm referring to because I wouldn't want to.
All right, so you had twice?
Who doesn't know these cards? Yes, I'm going to activate this ability twice, targeting the red cap both times.
Yeah, I have nothing to respond to that.
Okay, and then you also have a 3, which I have to use red mana, so I couldn't. At most I could do 2 damage at this point. So I'm just going to start swinging it with the team. I've got 4 in the air. I've got 1 more in the air. I'll just attack with all these, but I'll keep my Heart Stabber back.
I'll take 5, go down to 14.
Great. I will otherwise pass.
On tap, I will draw.
I got a very lucky start, I think, for this game. I'll be very interested to see how the best of 3 goes.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like you got some broken stuff, too. You were very like, whew, wow, Eldraine. Eldraine was a mistake.
Yeah, not such a mistake, though.
This isn't even very good. It's just like, okay, I got a 4/4 flyer for 5. Like, okay, ooh.
You have infinite removal. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's true. That's one of my 40 cards, though. You know.
That's fair. Yeah, it's just that's kind of the thing with these swinging decks is that you draw the one really good card and it kind of upends the whole game plan.
I mean, it's got 1 toughness. All you got to do is ping it back.
I can't do that.
Well, you should have put that in your deck. You playing red once you have ping.
Yeah, I might actually. Let's see. I guess I will. Let's see. How much red mana can you make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How much red mana can I make specifically? Yeah, everything makes red.
I'm gonna play this Crystal Slipper.
Crystal Slipper. I know that card. Crystal Slipper is a 2 mana artifact equipment. You can equip it for 1, and it gives something +1 and haste.
Yeah, and I will.
+1 +0. If you were wondering what I meant by +1, I meant +1 power.
I'll attach you the Merchant of the Veil.
So they're now a 3/3, and they have haste.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll attack with it.
Interesting. Okay. So honestly, I know that the Heartstabber Flame Warrior is technically a very strong card, but with my hand in the state it is, if I draw a goblin, I'm probably just going to play it and then not have a second goblin to actually do anything with it. So I think I'm going to block you, and then I'm going to activate... I'm actually just going to tap my Submerged Mountain Arena and cast a spell. A Violent Fire Drop, which will do 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Okay, so they both die?
Yeah. They both die, and you take 2 damage.
Okay.
And I still have 1 mana up, if that's relevant.
Okay.
Or 1 untapped land, I should say.
Yeah.
But yes, my Heartstabber Flame Warrior will die. I'm okay with that. You did nothing for me! That was one of those like relatively early drafts or like forges where I was like, oh, I should start going goblins, okay. And I kind of think that ruined my game because it was like, goblins aren't good enough in AI at least. Right? I know goblins could be great in other formats. The AI is not good at making ones that are other than like, this is a 1-mana 1/1. Hi, I'm a goblin. I'm a 1-mana 1/1. I don't even have haste. Yeah.
I mean, this goblin's pretty good.
That goblin's pretty good. I got lucky by saying Dragon Breath Goblin Monstrosity. I was like, can I get like a hybrid between a dragon and a goblin so that it's good, but still counts as a goblin? I was hoping to get like, you know, a dragon goblin, which is like a 4-mana flyer or something. Anyway.
Alright, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was still my turn. So it's still your turn, so I was just waiting. Great. I will untap and I will draw. What is this? Oh, I love this card. Okay, cool. I'm just going to attack you for 5 in the air. That is
I'll take 5,
4/4
go down
flyer
to
and
6.
a 1/3. Okay. And then I will play for 3 mana. I will tap this for 2. And then, do I have anything else that's relevant? Not really. So I'm just going to... Oh, yeah, I haven't played my land yet this turn. I will play a mountain. Let's not forget to do that. I need those mountains. 2, 3, 4. And play Dragon Heat Master, which is a human shaman, but when they enter the battlefield, they summon a dragon. I love it. It's great. Well done, AI. You came up with a cool card.
Yeah.
This is the master of the Dragon Heat or something. I don't know exactly how that works. They're a Heat Master of a dragon? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. They're a 2/2 that summons a 3/3 with flying. So I'll need to get a 3/3 with flying. So do you have any suggestions?
I'd say maybe the bother. I think I'm going to concede here.
You conceded? Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't think I can...
You are at 6 health. I didn't realize how low your health was. Yeah, I could just burn you, couldn't I? Could I have just burned you, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could have just burned you. I didn't realize you were at 6.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't trying to BM. I just didn't realize you were so low. All right. Great. Let's move to game 2.
Yeah, I hope you don't draw that again.
If you have any sideboarding you wish to do, you may. I think I might sideboard out my Sunburged thing, because I think that's stupid. I just don't think...
The others have, like, good removal of my colors, so, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to cut the Sunburged Mountain Arena, because I think that's dumb, and I don't think I should be allowed to run it. Not that it's making my deck better or anything, it's just, you know, I don't think I should. So that's the only sideboarding I have to do. Do you have any sideboarding you wish to do?
No, I've already drawn my opening hand.
All right, I will go back up to 20. Don't forget to do that, and I will draw 7 cards. Do you want to roll off every time, or do you want to alternate who goes first?
Let's alternate just to get it faster.
Okay, I think that I went first last time.
We can roll off for the third one because...
Yeah, we'll roll off for the third one. That seems fair. So I think you go first, right?
Yeah, sure. I will not untap, not draw. I'll play... Yeah, I'll play Mountain, and I'll end my turn.
I suppose I didn't properly say that I'm keeping my hand, but I will be keeping my hand. That was implied, and I forgot about it. Alrighty then. You have played a Mountain. I will draw for turn. Ooh, such luxury. And I will play a Mountain. No, I won't play a Mountain. Will I play a Mountain? I will play a Mountain. Yes. Like, do I have any other cards that I forgot about? Let's see. And I'll pass. That's my turn. Interesting, we both happened to play red in this game.
Yeah.
I was like not going for red. I just like kept making red cards. So I was like, I guess I'm in red now, which is like why I think that it does feel like
I think I'm going to.
Which is cool.
Let's see.
On my end step. Wow.
I'm gonna play this because it's like a haggle.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna.
This is the Merchant of the Veil again. We saw it earlier. The haggle.
Sorry, with discard. I think it's discard this mountain.
All right.
Draw a card.
Great. Ooh, you seem flush with lands. I can't imagine discarding a land this early in the game.
I'll untap and draw.
Okay.
And I'll play forest.
You've already played the forest? Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. This seems
this thing's a little bit out of order.
Great.
Yeah, and I will, and that will be my turn.
No two mana. Okay, great. I will. Let's see. This is a 3-mana spell. Okay, cool.
Huh.
I will untap and draw. I will. Ooh, hello. Well, that's a lucky card. But do I want it right now? That's not useful. Oh, this has so much potential. But I don't have the support for it. All right, I'm gonna just play Submerged Mountain Arena, and I will pass. That is the one that enters the battlefield tapped and gives me blue and red.
On your end, Steph, I'm going to tap 2.
I thought you might do that.
And play Thrill of Possibility.
Thrill of Possibility is a 2-mana instant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, you discard a card, and then you get to draw 2 cards. Nice.
Yeah, so play this, discard this.
Do you think that Thrill of Possibility might be bad?
It's a little bad, but it's not as bad as it might look.
The Rose Thorn Halberd is a green equipment. You can attach it to a non-human, and that creature gets +2/+1. If you don't have something to attach it to, it equips for 5. That is an interesting card.
Yeah, and I will. And I'll play a mountain. I'll tap these 2 red to play Bloodhaze Wolverine.
You did draw for turn, I assume?
I did draw for turn, yeah.
Bloodhaze Wolverine is a 2-mana creature. It's a Wolverine. Oh, Wolverine's its own type? Or that got rotted? No, it's Eldraine. It couldn't have been. That's too recent. Yeah. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, this gets +1/+1 and first strike until end of turn. Okay, cool.
And then I'll tap 1 to play another Rose Thorn Halberd.
Oh, sweet.
He gets non-human.
Wolverine is not a human. Yeah. So that's pretty good. I like that. Yeah. How much does that make it? It is a 4/2. 4/2?
4/2, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
All right, I am going to untap and draw. Let's take a look at what we can do. Can I get rid of that for you? This is a card that I should save for later, but also maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to play a mountain to start.
Yeah. Gives
me 4 mana available. First strike 4/2, huh? No, it'll be a 5/3, assuming you can get 2. Yeah, an extra card on your turn.
Yeah.
If you can, that's a lot. I am not sure how to do with that, but if you can't, that would be nice for me. Okay, what else do I have available? I mean, this card's very funny, so maybe I should play it because it's funny.
Okay.
But I think I'm just going to do the safe thing, and I'm going to tap 2. I don't need to tap 2. I'll tap this one for blue and a red, and I will cast Chain of 7 Hells, which is a 2-mana sorcery that deals 2 damage to each creature and each player. So a little premature, but I don't know how else to deal with your Wolverine, so...
Alright, so I'll take... Yeah? Okay.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Please take your 2 damage. I still have 2 mana remaining, and
you took damage?
I took my 2 damage, yeah. I go down to 18, sorry, I should have said so. And I will spend my other 2 mana to play Dragon Breath Goblin Wanderer. I made a cycle of Dragon Breath Goblins.
Cool.
This one is a 1/1 with flying, nice. And also, whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I put a 1/1 counter on Dragon Breath Goblin Wanderer. So it could get big if I have any non-creatures in my hand. If I don't, then it's going to stay a 1/1. I pass the turn.
Alright, I will untap. I will draw. Let's see, I think I'm gonna... yeah, sure, let's do... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tap 3, I'm gonna play Brimstone Trebuchet.
It is a 3-mana wall artifact creature. It's a 1/3, it has Defender, it has Reach, and for tap, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. I thought I was gonna say target creature, and I was like, hey, there you go, but no. Whenever this enters the battlefield under your control, untap. Oh, whenever a knight. Haha, you can have the knight load the trebuchet. That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, it has summoning sickness because it is a creature.
Yeah, so that's my turn.
All right, great. I will untap and draw. I will play another mountain. And I will double check that I don't have any fancy things in my hand. I really don't think I do. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go big, right? I will tap everything. Whoop. That's, of course, making blue and red. And I'm going to play the Hellbore Custodian. Remember them? They are a 5-mana 4/4 with flying. They can also gain protection from red if I spend 3.
Okay,
other than that, Dragon Breath Goblin Wanderer is a flyer, so I will attack you for 1 in the air.
Alright, I'll block if I reach creature.
Does reach? Oh, dang it. Well, I just said it out loud, although I also did just say because it has flying. I'll allow it. Dang it. I did win the last game. I guess I can't ask you to pull your punches for me and let me go back. All right. I'll pass. That was bad.
Yeah. No, I would, but your deck is... I need to take everything I get, I feel like.
Well, I appreciate how much you think my deck is broken because I'm sorely disappointed with its power level. Go ahead. That's my turn.
All right, I will untap.
Yep.
I will draw. I think I'm going to... As sorcery, I'm going to tap free, play not Beanstalk Giant, the Adventure, Fertile Footsteps.
Beanstalk Giant is a 7-mana thing, but you've cast Fertile Footsteps, the 3-mana sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. You can also later cast the Beanstalk Giant. For 7 mana, its power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Well, I hope that doesn't happen because I don't think I can deal with a Beanstalk Giant. That's just really
I think I'll get a mountain actually.
Great. Sometimes you want to have 3 of one color and 1 of the other color.
Yeah, I meant, yeah.
Did you miss your land drop this turn?
Yes, I did.
Oof.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, I'm not as scared of the Beanstalk Giant when you missed your land drop. So that's a little bit of solid, but like something like this, like that's huge. You know, you just got to get to that late game. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw. I'm gonna play a mountain. You have a trebuchet. It can tap to deal damage to me, not to my creatures. Okay, that's nice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just play out my hand, I guess. Why be, you know, whatever the word is, I can't think of it.
Coy?
I wasn't gonna say that. I'm gonna tap 3 mountains to play the Magma Shell Tortoise, which is actually colorless, but let's ignore that. It's an artifact creature goat, obviously. It is a 2/2.
Yeah.
And when Magma Shell Tortoise deals damage to a player, that player discards a card. So,
I don't know.
I also have another 3 mana because I'm going to tap my Submerged Mountain Arena for blue and red, and I will use it to realize that I don't have enough mana to do what I wanted to, and I will untap those lands.
Yeah, I guess you give his thing protection at attack.
I could. I'm going to just attack with it, and if you decide to block with it, I'm okay with that.
All right, I'm not gonna block with it.
Cool. Take 4, please.
All right, on your instead of take, I'll deal you 1.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll take 1. Boop.
All right.
Yeah, I mismathed there. I thought that I had enough mana to cast both the spells I wanted to cast, and I did not.
All right, I'll untap.
Great.
I'll draw. Okay.
Yeah, just like sort of forging with no specific theme in mind, I found way more difficult than I thought it would. I I really thought I'd be able to just like, you know, randomly stumble into something very cool and then start going down that path. And I just like didn't like where I ended up. Having a theme and sticking to it felt so much better. So next time, you better watch out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, I would love to play like against an actual constructed deck sometime. I think that'd be really fun. I don't know what my rules for drafting would be.
This is an interesting play.
Oh yeah, please.
I'm gonna tap this to deal damage to you.
Okay, you must have a knight.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna tap this and play.
Is it that goblin we saw before?
No, it's a Fervent Champion.
Fervent Champion is a 1-mana 1/1 with first strike and haste. Wow, both. When it attacks another target attacking knight, that's okay, none right now. Gets +1/+0. And equip abilities you activate. That target Fervent Champion costs 3 less to activate. Wow, that means this only costs 2.
Yeah, so I'll equip it with this.
That's a cool mechanic.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's a human.
Oh, this also comes untapped. So
it does untap, yeah.
Yeah, and then I will.
You are now currently a
3/2.
Yeah. A 3/2?
3/2, yes, with first strike.
Great. Yeah, with that first strike, I think I will. I'm gonna tap these two actually.
Okay.
That creates me 3 floating mana, one of which is blue, and I will cast. This is not a sorcery, right? Yeah, Chain of Desolation. Chain of Desolation deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures your opponents control, which is currently 2.
Okay. Oh.
And I will, knock that out. Can't allow things like that to happen.
Oh, this isn't. Great.
Nope, you still have it. Yeah. You still have your equipment. That's the benefit. This is basically like a 1-mana +2/+1 enchantment, except for when the enchantment would go to the graveyard and instead doesn't. It like goes back into your hand, but now costs 5.
I feel like that's the only thing I can really equip to.
It's interesting, right? Like that seems really bad, but like if you compare it to an enchantment, it would have just gone away forever. Yeah, sure, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, that's your turn.
That's your turn? All right. I'm going to untap and draw. I will play another mountain. And I wish I had made some blue. Not blue. Some card draw in this set. The blue card draw is so good. I should really just only make blue-black decks. I don't know why I do anything else, ever. Removal and card draw. Ooh, give it to me. I will spend 4. To play the Dragon Heat Master, which you may remember.
Yeah.
Then to the battlefield, I get a 3/3 red dragon creature token with flying. So I'll have to see what I can find.
Yeah, just made this put dragon and
Strifle, dragon. Yeah, we'll use whatever it gives me. It gives me a lot of dragons. We'll use this one. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
It's a 3/3, not a 4/4, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will change that to a 3/3. Oh, it's also not a zombie. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There we go. Okay, that enters the battlefield. I still have 3 mana left, and I think I'm going to attack you with, I think, both of these.
Okay, well, I guess I'll block for the...
This is a 2/2. If it hits the face, it will make you discard a card. This one's a 4/4. If it hits face, you will take 4 damage.
Yeah, I'll block the Magma Shield Taurus.
Okay, so they'll bounce off each other, and you'll take 4. I have no other responses. I was just hoping you wouldn't block it.
I got an 10.
I could have had to something. Thought maybe you'd be scared. All right, cool. I'll pass. That's my turn.
All right, I'm going to tip. I'll deal damage to you.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll go up to 15. Down to 15. That's the direction.
On tap, I'll draw. Let's see here. I'm going to play a forest.
Okay.
And I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4 play Skull Cracker Ogre.
Okay, that sounds big. Skull Knocker
This is a
Ogre
4-3.
is a 4-mana 4/3. When it deals damage to an opponent, that player discards a card at random. If the player does, they draw a card. Don't tell me it's just a 4/3. This is better than my than discards a card not at random.
Yeah, true.
All right, that's a scary thing right there. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, I will untap and draw. What do we get? Ooh, okay, beautiful. Love to see that. I'm going to play a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you how much health you have. You have 10.
Yeah.
You can block one thing in the air. This is 3. This is 4. And none of the else is in the air. I think, and this is a 4/3 on the ground. 4/3 on the ground. 4/3 on the ground. Honestly, I think I'm just going to tap 3 and give my Hellbore Custodian protection from red until end of turn and attack you for 4 in the air.
Alright, I'll take 4, got a 6.
Okay. And I will then spend 1 more to play Chain of Obsidian, which is a artifact creature golem. It's a 1/1. If I spend 2 and tap it, I can draw a card. So
cool.
I'll be able to start refilling my hand in no time. I pass the turn.
Alright, on your end, I'll deal damage to you.
I will go down to 14.
Alright. Untap. Draw, see if I get anything good. Okay, that's pretty good. At least it may hopefully make you block something. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Questing Beast.
Questing Beast is a 4-mana 4/4 beast. They're a legendary creature. They have vigilance, they have death touch, they have haste. They can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Okay. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. Okay. And whenever this deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. Okay.
And then I'm going to attack with both the Questing Beast and the Skull Knocker.
Great. The Skull Knocker will actually hit me for a bunch of damage and make you discard a card. My hand's empty, though, so I don't think I care about that.
Yeah, well, you also won't draw a card if you don't discard a card, so yeah.
I mean, that is true, I suppose. I think I will just take the 8.
Okay.
Because I don't see a good reason to not.
Okay, you got down to 6.
You were also at 6, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Great. I wonder if you have any surprises in your hand.
We'll see.
You pass the turn?
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. Okay. And I'm going to start by spending 2 and tapping this to draw a card. What's this do? Okay. I'm going to spend 3 and play Chain of Might, targeting your Brimstone Trebuchet. It deals 4 damage to target creature, and I get to scry 1.
Alright, I'll hit you for 1.
Yep, I will go down to 5. And I will get to scry 1. Let me just go to the scry button. I'll put that on the bottom. Not that it matters.
Darcy, I think you win.
And I do intend to swing in the air for, I believe, 7.
Yeah. I guess when you reason to remove that. Yeah, okay, GG.
I mean, I could have just given this protection, but then you would have blocked this one, right? Which would have not been enough to.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you swung a lot.
If I swung with everything, I think I would have been fine anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Now, can we go to game 3?
I guess so. Let's see if I can win 1.
Yeah. There's also really stupid cards I haven't shown you yet. As much as, again, I've been mostly disappointed with the power level of this deck. Although in play it felt way better than I thought it would, so I will hand you that.
I mean, the thing is, like, you drawing that land.
There's
is,
a
like,
couple of broken cards in the deck.
That
one
is
of them,
actually broken. Like, yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's not broken in a way that is, like, unstoppable. It's just, like, good, very good. You know what I mean? But there is one very stupid broken card. Not broken, but, like, very powerful card that I would love for you to see before this ends. Okay, do I want to keep this hand? Give me a second. I need to know. Yes, I will keep as well. Great. We are going into game 3. We've already sort of settled the best 2 out of 3, but we still want to finish our last game. We're rolling off to see who goes first, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll this die. I got myself a 4. No, you got yourself a 4. And I got a 15. Great.
All right, yeah.
I will not draw for turn. I will play a mountain, and I think that's it. I will pass.
All right, I'll untap. I'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
I will play a gingerbread cabin tapped.
Ooh, okay.
It's just at this point, it's just a tapped forest.
Yes, we should probably go over it. Gingerbread cabin is a forest. It is the reminder text. Add 1 green mana, and if it does not have at least 3 other forests, then it's tapped. If it isn't tapped, you get a food. Cool. Very cute little card. I don't know if it's very good, but it's cute.
That's your turn.
Anything else? Great. I will untap and draw. I will look at the card I just draw and go, ooh, finally some good whatever is the saying. I will play a mountain. I will tap both of the cards that I just played, and I will play Dragon Breath Goblin Wanderer. The goblin with flying. It's a 1/1 for 2, but whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I get to put a 1/1 counter on it, so it could potentially get very scary. And I pass the turn.
All right. Untap, I'll draw. I'm going to play a mountain.
There's 2 things I always say about limited. You gotta have removal, and you gotta have flying.
Yeah. I'll play Crystal Slipper.
Okay.
That's your turn.
Great. I remember the Crystal Slipper. It gives something haste. So that's pretty cool to have in play ahead of time. I will untap and I will draw. I will play another mountain. And let's see. Okay. I will tap 3.
Yeah.
To play the Magma Shell Tortoise, which, to remind everyone, is an artifact creature goat. It's a 3 mana 2/2. When it deals damage to a player, that player discards a card. I will attack you for 1 in the air.
I'll take 1.
Great, and I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll tap. I'll draw. Oof. I'm gonna play a forest. And I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, scary.
Play this Beanstalk Giant.
Oh,
adventure.
ramping. Okay.
And I'll get a mountain.
Beautiful. Enters the battlefield. I believe not even tap. What a wild card that is.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anything else?
All right. No, that's a turn.
Okay. I will untap and draw. You still have no creatures, I believe, so that's fun. I don't think that's worth it, but it's funny if I did want to do that. I'm going to play a mountain. That first game, I had nothing but non-basics. It was very funny. If you were wondering why I did that, I have a card that says, like, X equals the number of non-basic lands you control.
Okay, because I was noticing you're just small red, so it's like you didn't need it.
Yeah. I haven't drawn that card, right? My entire deck is singletons because, you know, I can't make multiple copies of the same card. So it's just really funny how you just always see the same cards over and over again, even though there's, like, I have one-ofs that are completely different that haven't come up. I have 4 mana, 4 land available. You have no creatures. I guess I'll just attack you. I'm going to attack you for 2 on the ground and 1 in the air.
Yeah, so fortunately I take 3 and discard a card.
Yeah, you do.
I'll discard mountain.
Okay. I will pass. I have
All right.
4 mana up.
I'll untap. I'll draw. Okay.
One of the things I really tried to do during my draft was to make removal, and I constantly made, like, deal 2 damage to target creature, like, over and over and over again. So I have a lot of cards that do that, but, like, very little actual hard removal.
Oh, yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah, I'm going to tap 1 to. I have specific idea, but I think I need to send the bleeding. I'm gonna tap 1 to free. Play Searing Barrage on your 2/2.
Searing Barrage is a 5-mana instant that deals 5 damage to target creature. If at least 3 red mana was spent to cast this, was it? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It deals 3 damage to that creature's controller as well.
So take free.
Interesting. I think do I want to avoid this? I think it would be funny if I did.
If you have a red counter spell, I guess it's not like out of question, but like.
I'm going to tap 3.
Yeah.
This is very silly. And I'm going to play Chain of Might, which is an instant speed 3-mana instant that says Chain of Might deals 4 damage to target creature, then scry 1. I'm going to kill my own Magma Shell, so your spell fizzles, and you don't get to do the 4 damage to my face.
3 damage.
3 damage, okay, whatever. Yeah. And since I cast a non-creature spell, my Dragon Breath Goblin Wanderer will get a +1/+1 counter.
Okay, that's a little weird, but okay.
I'm going to scry 1.
And this goes in the graveyard?
Yes, it does. This card's very funny, and I want to show it to you, but it's not actually good.
Alright, I'll add your counter also.
I'll keep this on top because it's funny. Thank you for adding the counter. I appreciate that. You are at 3 cards in hand and 16 life. Okay, cool. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Great. I will. Sorry. I will untap and draw. Great. I will. Ooh, I just realized I'm out of lands. That's not good. That's not good at all. I'll attack for 2 in the air.
Alright, I'll take 2, go down to 14.
And I'll pass.
Alright, I will untap. I will draw. So it's you. I'm gonna play a forest.
Okay.
Yeah, plan. I think it's gonna do this. I'm going to tap 1 to free 4. Play Questing Beast.
Oh, that's a big friend. Okay, it has haste. It has death touch. Great.
And I'll tap 1 to play Rosethorn Halberd.
So when you play that, how does this work? It enters the battlefield, then the ETB trigger goes on the stack, and then I can respond?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess technically the casting of it goes on the stack, and then I can allow you to target the ETB trigger, and then I can respond. So I get 2 windows to respond.
Yeah, you have 2 windows, yeah.
That's interesting. Anyway, I will. So that's a 4 health thingy. I think what I will do is I will use one of my few premium removals. I will tap 3 to play Chain of Pressure. Chain of Pressure is a 3-mana instant that says exile target creature. Chain of Pressure deals damage to that creature equal to the exiled card's power. So it gets exiled before the second part goes off. It's debatable whether or not this card should be legal, but I let B decide if it was legal or not.
Yeah, that's true.
So great, that gets exiled. I believe that Rosethorn Howler still comes into play. It just doesn't have its ETB go anywhere, and you just can later spend 5 to equip something.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then
because that was a non-creature spell, I will get a 1/1 counter on my Dragon Breath Goblin. It's so nice to see them actually grow. I really hoped they would be really strong eventually, one day.
Yeah.
They seem like the sort of thing that could get really out of hand. Anyway, I'm going to untap and draw. You're done, right?
I'm done, yeah.
Untap, draw. Ooh, a mountain. I love to see a mountain. Do you want to know why I love to see a mountain?
Why?
I'm actually going to, like, really expose myself here in that, previously, I've had nothing to do on my turn, so I've had mana up to deal with your shenanigans. But today, I'm going to tap 5. I accidentally hit shuffle. I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to play Curse of Dragon Landscape. One of my favorite names to use on cards. Ooh. I love using this name on cards. Every card I've ever made with this name is so much fun. Curse of Dragon Landscape is a 5-mana enchantment that says Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, target land becomes a 4/4 dragon until end of turn.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's just really funny. Anyway, that's a non-creature spell, so this becomes a It gets another counter. It goes up to 3. So now I'll attack you for 4 in the air.
All right, I'll go on 10.
Very good, and I pass.
All right, I'll untap.
Question is, can I continue to draw lands at this point?
I will play a land. And I could play my Beanstalk Giant, but I think instead what I'll do is I
think it's very scary.
tap 1 to play my Weaselback Redcap.
Weaselback Redcap is a 1-mana Goblin Knight. It's a 1/1 for 2. You can give it +2. Oh, so it's fire breathing, but it's you have to pay 2 at a time, and it doesn't all have to be red. That's a very cool ability, actually.
Yeah, and I'll give it Crystal Silver to give it +1 haste.
Okay.
And I have 5, so I'll type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it is a.
You just hard cast. That's amazing. That's so good.
Yeah.
The Weaselback Redcap is a 1/1 that is getting +1 to.
It's getting +3 +1, so it's a 4. It's a 4/2.
Thank you, B. It is a 4/2.
Yeah.
Great. And it has haste. So.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'll attack.
I will take 4.
4.
And go down to 16.
Yeah. I think you got me, but yeah, I'll at least do some damage.
I think I might, but you have 10 life still, so who's to say? I'm gonna. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
I will untap and draw. Let's see. Do I draw land? I do not. The real question is, you have no blockers. Can I get myself enough counters on Dragon Breath Goblin Wanderer? So, let's see. This is a 4. Then, no, you have 10, right? If I had a land in hand, I could make a 4/4 and have them both attack you, and then I'd only need to get a couple extra points. But currently, I cannot do that. So is this a? No, the other one thing I had double strike, so it threw me off. I will tap 1 and play the Chain of Obsidian, which is our 1-mana 1/1 artifact creature golem. For 2 and a tap, I draw a card. But of course, it has Summoning Sickness. And I will otherwise, I think, hold on to my mana and simply attack you for 4 in the air.
I'll take 4 down to 6.
Very good. Pass the turn.
I'll tap. I'll draw. Okay. Well, at least that helps me out a little bit. I'll tap 1.
It's a real shame that the Beanstalk Giant doesn't have reach. That would be very cool.
I should tap these. I'm gonna play Brimstone Trebuchet, which does have reach.
It does have reach. You're correct. Interesting. All right. Cool.
And then I will attack my Weaselback Redcap.
Out of principle, I will spend 3. And I will cast Chain of Desolation. You remember this card. It deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. So you should have attacked before playing your thing. So you only have +1 toughness, so it dies.
Okay.
Great. And that is a non-creature spell. This will go up to 4 counters.
Okay.
I love this little goblin dragon. It's really cool art.
Yeah, that's cool.
I also like that it's not actually like a goblin dragon in the same way that like the goblins of Ixalan are not half monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what goblins look like. That's all. Anyway, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. I will untap. I will draw. And I will look at my hand and go...
Do you have the win?
No. But I have a very funny card that you'll get to experience, and that's fun.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay. I'm going to tap 2 and tap my golem to draw a card. I forgot about this card. This card's hilarious. You have, what, 6 life. You have a defender with reach. I don't think I can remove your defender with reach, so that's fun. And I only have 3 mana left, so I'm going to tap 2 and play Mutant Draco Goblin. This was when I was trying to make a bunch of dragon goblins because I had that one card that cared about goblins. Remember that card?
Yeah.
This is a 2-mana 1/1 goblin. For tap, I can add red for each basic land type among lands I control.
Okay.
Which is really scary if I wasn't playing mono red.
Yeah.
Originally I was gonna play black red, and I thought that was enough to make it actually still pretty strong.
I mean, yeah, I think it would be pretty strong. Like, tap for 2 is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, right? And then I looked at my deck and went, I have 3 black cards. I'll just cut those 3 black cards.
Okay.
So, like, after cutting down from, like, 38 to 23, I was like, I just have 3 black cards here. I'm just getting rid of them. I think I was at, like, 26, right? So those were my last 3 cuts were those last 3 black cards. So now I'm playing mono red, which I never played mono red, so it's very funny. Other than that, I think I'm going to actually attack you in the air because you have to block.
Yeah, I'll block.
Great. And it still has summoning sickness, right? So you can't ping me?
Yeah.
Great. I will pass the turn.
Alright, I will untap and see if anything saves me. I don't think so.
Top deck.
Well, I mean, at the very least, I can tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play Beanstalk Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Equip it with Slippers.
Beanstalk Giant is a 7-mana
I have 8
Giant,
lands.
whose power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. So it is an 8/8. It is a scary thing, but doesn't have reach, unfortunately.
Yeah, weird because it's a giant, but
It's
yeah,
a giant.
I'm gonna attack you for 9 on the ground.
Great. I have I will block it with my Mutant Draco Goblin for out of principle. You do not have trample either, so
yeah.
Mutant Draco Goblin will die. Bleh.
Bleh.
Yours will not die. Do you have any other declarations?
Nope, my hand's empty.
Alright, I will untap, I will draw, and I will hope I draw a really cool thing that I can show you something really cool with.
Okay.
I do not. I will be as cool as possible, though, and I will play a mountain, which will cause my Curse of Dragon landscape to activate. This will become a 4/4 dragon. It does not have flying, however. It just is a dragon.
Weird.
I think I can afford this, so I will tap 2 and tap my... I think I accidentally tapped that one, too. My Chain of Obsidian, which will draw me a card. Let's see if I get anything really weird. Nope, nothing super weird here. And I will tap 3. Can I afford this? I can't afford this. I guess I could if I used, like, the mountain that is a dragon. That would have been fun. Oh, wait, the mountain's a dragon. Okay. I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to play a very silly spell, which is Black Flame Camp. It's an instant that adds red for each creature you control.
So yeah, it just makes 3 in this case, but yeah.
It just makes 3 in this case. It's a really high bar to like breach before it starts being good, but this thing could be ridiculous in some decks if it was a real card.
Yeah.
But it does count as a non-creature spell, so my Dragon Breath Wanderer will go up. And I have 3 floating, which I will use to play Black Flame Goblin. It's unfortunate that I couldn't play it beforehand, but you know how these things work. And then I will sacrifice the Black Flame Goblin to one of the remaining floating things to do 2 damage to your face. And then I will attack you with this thing.
And that.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Let me see if I can find... so first of all, I have one card in my hand that is kind of cool. It's just like a 5/5 for 5 that has flying, but like those wins games in Limited. You know what I mean? So that is the Dragon Gravekeeper, a 5-mana 5/5 with flying. But it does have a weird ability which says, when this deals combat damage to a player, that player can't gain life this turn.
I guess that's a thing that can happen.
It's just like a weird effect that I'm like, huh. Okay, I'm not excited about that, but it's cool that you decided to do it, AI. But I also have one of the silliest cards that I've ever made, and you never got to see it. Where is this very, very silly card? It's so silly. And I'm wondering now if maybe it was one of my black cards. Well, actually, you never got to see Black Flame Nightwatch, which is a 2-mana flash creature that has power and toughness equal to the number of non-basics I control.
Nice.
Which in this case was none, but theoretically, and I do have a number of non-basics in the deck. What was the other one? I'm wondering if maybe it was black, actually. No, here it is. I really wanted to see how you'd react when I played this card, but I never drew it. It is Obsidian Hellbrand. Obsidian Hellbrand is a 4-mana 3/3 Hellion. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, destroy target land.
Oh boy, that's really
Don't punch me in the face, or I'm gonna blow your lands up.
Yeah, that also kind of OP, but yeah.
Well, I mean, kind of, but also I can't activate it, right? So all you gotta do is kill it before you punch me in the face. But it's a very funny card. Yeah. So that's Urza's AI versus Eldraine. And Urza's AI came out on top. Now the question is, in an AI generation, like forging batch, let's say, I think it's very possible that it just, if you wanted to actually like make this a balanced format, I think now, I mean, this is one game, right? We should do this again. This is not enough of a sample size, but it's very possible that you'd want a lower number of forged cards to number of opened packs. Like, I think that the forging process is a lot closer to draft than it is to sealed. So you end up with a higher concentration of like I made, I don't know, like 10 cards that weren't red or something, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. Yeah, I was like limited in like my colors.
Yeah, the reason why sealed has 90 cards is because only a fifth of those cards are any given color, right?
Yeah.
So I think that I would love to do this again, but I would want to only forge 45 cards.
Yeah,
which scares me. That feels like such a low number compared to 90, but I would definitely take you on.
I did not have 90 cards to pick from when I chose my what card I was playing in. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I definitely don't have 90 cards to pick from when I chose what colors.
Right, exactly, right? So 45, I mean, to be fair, right, I did not have 90 cards to pick from because most of them were trash. But, you know, I don't think that I need 90. Now, 45 seems really low, and I'm scared about that, but I'll definitely take you on, right? Like, I'm up for the challenge, is what I'm saying. I would also be really interested in playing against a standard deck, because even though I've got some pretty weird cards, I don't know if they could hold up to, like, a standard combo, you know what I mean? Like, something that actually has designed synergy.
Maybe that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. But yeah, I'd be super interested in trying different formats with this. How did you feel about it playing the not standard, but like real Magic?
I guess like a thing like I feel like I gotta not like trust my instincts, you know? Like
Well, you didn't really get your feet under you ever, right? Like, sure, I had some removal, but not a ton. And also, I mean, my deck was more aggro than I was expecting.
The more typical limited deck has.
Probably, yes, right? Yeah.
Like if I wanted to go red, which I felt like the other cards were in red, I only had one removal spell.
Right.
And green typically does not have good removal.
Nope.
And
Nope. But I'm surprised you were able to get
no matter what color you're in, you can get good removal because the color probably doesn't matter for AI.
Well, there's that, but there's also just I can get as many removals as I want, basically.
Yeah.
Now, that's not, I mean, I can't say, like, give me removal, please, but I can hope that the game gives me removal. And I basically was forging in 3 different tabs, and one tab was, like, on removal every time, basically. I made, like, a third of my cards were, like, removal cards. Or were attempts at removal cards, right? That's probably an exaggeration. It probably wasn't actually 30 cards made, but, like, 15, 20, you know? Not actual successful removal, but like that was the attempt for a lot of my roles, because I value removal very highly. I would say also from like my perspective of like forging without a theme feels very weird. I was very directionless. I didn't know where to go. I kind of was hoping I'd find something, and I ended up going into goblins because I had one card that cared about goblins, but it wasn't like, that's not actually enough to build around, honestly, right? That one card, like, I drew it like one time and then never did anything. Like, I'm better off just getting consistently good stuff, which is kind of bland if you're just going for generically good stuff, right? So having a theme, I feel like is really nice. I really like having a theme when I'm forging. But I do really like the process of just like forge as fast as you can and go, 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 go. Now, there's an interesting thing that we should talk about, which is on the weekend, we actually tested out a similar format to this, not this exact thing, but similar, which was 30 minutes to forge as many cards as you can. So there was no restriction on how many times you could roll or how many actual attempts that you could take on Urza's AI, but you only had 30 minutes. And that meant I didn't have to keep track of how many cards I've rolled, right? I was like keeping tally whenever I rolled a card. I was like marking it up, regardless if they were good. Whereas the format where you just have time limit, you just go until you run out of time. And when we did that, it was a 30 minute forging session, which was nice and fast. This time it took me about an hour. So that was nice. But also, it gave me like, it gave me about 45 cards, right? It gave me a really solid, like, draft viable amount of cards. Which is cool, but I'm curious how many I actually total rolled, right? Like here, I rolled 90 times. I know I rolled 90 times, and that gave me like 70 cards-ish that I actually like bothered to save out of those 90 cards. And yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that, but the point being is, when I was just doing the 30-minute thing, I ended up with like 45 cards, but that was not including the ones I didn't bother to like save, right? And if I just start trying, okay, no time limit, nothing like that, I can only roll 45 times. I'm not sure how playable that deck's going to be, but I'm interested to try it out. But I would also love to try and do some sort of timed thing sometime. As far as just like playing this versus you also forging cards, how did you feel about that?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, this entire idea of playing Eldraine versus Urza's AI came out of it seeming like you didn't really have as much of an experience with the forging process as I did, right? You weren't as interested in those games. And here, I'm still forging, but you're playing normal Magic.
Yeah, well,
was that different for you? Did it feel kind of the same?
I mean, it was fun. Like, if that's what you're asking.
Not really, but I guess I mean that's good to hear.
Yeah, no, it was like I don't know. I like doing fields actually. I like it more than a lot. I think a lot of people do, and I feel like it's interesting going up against like what's the madness of versus AI.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to quite a bit over time. We usually end about an hour prior, but we didn't really get started until kind of late today. So that brings the end of today. Please subscribe to the YouTube and stuff. I would love that. I'm doing a lot of versus AI right now. We're trying lots of different formats, but we're mostly focusing on this idea of sort of a limited comparative experience. So, a lot of stuff in that thing. Go back and check the other episodes. I think they're quite good, but it is largely an experimental procedure, and we're trying different things every time. If you've got ideas for things that we should try, please leave those in the comments. I don't know. I'm super enjoying this space to play in, and it seems like other people are too. So, I'm really, really happy people are enjoying it. Have a good night, everybody. I've been DarcyBits. With me today has been B.
Hi.
I'll catch you next time.
Yeah.